name is Chris. You could also call me Christian. I was born in Mexico City. I migrated here with my family back in 1997 and been here ever since then. Well, it all started back when I was in junior year back in high school. You know, like I would see a lot of my friends and a lot of people wearing all these new shoes, Jordans, these Adidas, and all this other vintage stuff, you know, and you know, ever since that year, I just kind of looked at shoes and then I was like, well, you know, I've been sketching shoes for a while, but I wasn't really focused on the whole thing, kind of like on a perspective of me collecting or looking into being a shoe collector or anything like that. And then junior year came around and I've seen all these kids with all this fresh gear and everything, and that's where it all started for me. You know, I like the vibrant colors that they provided back in the 80s and 90s. So then after that, you know, I just started going from there. I started going down to the thrift stores and I love it. I love being here in this state because it's the home of Nike. There's a lot of things that people have that they don't know what they have, and it's just all these vintage stores around the area. I love it. Dude, whenever I thrift shop, I do run into a lot of people that, you know, just either work for the company, they're just now, you know, getting rid of a lot of stuff and they want to make some more room. So either they donate it. So there's times where I caught a few people taking it to the thrift store and catching them before they donate it and buying it off them right there and then. But you know, we're always on the hunt, especially me. I'm always on the hunt for the rarest new thing, but like meaning vintage new, kind of like an original form that is not beat. I'm really picky about my stuff, man. Like this one right here is actually, I mean, if you guys seen the movie White Man Can't Jump, this was actually the shoe that Billy Hoyle wore on the basketball court when they were playing out on the street in California. And yeah, you know, like this, I mean, it holds a whole lot of sentimental value to me because when I was in high school, it was really tough to find a shoe. You know, you would go on eBay and not find it, but you would go to like Google the shoe and you would see it there, you know. Nice pictures that people would take of them. It kind of attracted me to it, you know. So I was just like, yo, I need that shoe, I need that shoe. And then one day when I actually got a job and I one day saw this colorway and I saw it, and he, you know, at the time he didn't know what he had, so I got lucky for it. You know, I made a bid and he said, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. My holy grail, the North Carolina one. I'll say I only spent about 3 digits on it, but to me this one is really special. I don't think I'll let this one go because it's really tough to find in this new condition. This had to be one of the toughest ones. I like to look for things that go with the shoes. I mean, back in the 80s and the 90s, especially when in 1985 when Jordan was, you know, getting signed with Nike, and you know, he was a big name around town. And Nike just pushed it all with releasing shirts, you know, just full-on suits. Things that they don't really do anymore with players. But I mean, as a vintage collector, that's what I go for. It's just all just things that go with the shoes, things that make people say like, "Whoa!" Like I remember this, you know. This one's a tough one. This one is when I started getting into serious Jordan collecting, you know, serious 1985 Jordan stuff. And a lot of people might not know the value of this, and a lot of people watching this video will actually see this one right here and know the value of it. And the cool thing about this one is that it actually has the wings at the back. So this is actually a sweater. You can zip it up. As you can see, you can zip it up. But the cool thing about it is that they actually made this because at the time it was, you know, why jump when you can fly? And this was the whole flight